I want to start by saying, look at this fucking double chin that the government put on me, calling me fat bitches. They always claiming I'm any motherfucking body but myself. So, anyhow, that's not what this video is about. This is about Christmas, the mockery. It's approaching, and a lot of you are preparing for the holiday. I had to make me a little script because if I didn't, they tear my ass up, and I end up leaving out some things that I really meant to say. So, yeah, this is kind of how it's an attempt for me to bulletproof it. So, this would have been out last year. It would have reached the public, the entire world by now, as gang stalking is a worldwide phenomenon. And my content displays how those around you are used for parallel reality sabotage. So it brings a lot of the elements, the claims, into perspective. Okay, you can see how these things are all tied into what's going on. But that's I pretty much worked on that mostly this year. You can see it in some of the other stuff too, because I catch people doing some things here and there. But this year, you can really hone in on it. But in my case, it's the worst case ever. And like I said, this would have been out last year had they not saved that guy's life with magic. But here I am a year later, and I'm almost done completing probation. I ended up being on probation because I have nobody but me. Okay, so that means I didn't make a phone call while I was in jail. I didn't do nothing. Okay, like I have no one but myself, and I had some things that were in storage that were evidential that I could not allow to disappear. Like it was just approaching the unknown. Like I didn't know we had a dick for a magistrate. Like they're always trying to, what I'm saying, make a name for themselves. So, like she was saying, like there was no guarantee for anything. And at the time, I didn't know that they didn't have the surveillance. You can do shit. That's how deep this fucking corruption goes. You can do something right in front of a camera, and it won't. Suddenly, it's all gone. It's like it never fucking happened. Now, if I would have known now, I would have continued to fight it. The attorney never told me they didn't have the surveillance. So yeah, I ended up taking the plea deal because I couldn't afford to lose those things. The corruption, like I said, is endless. But that's not what this is about either. I'm gonna say one more thing though. While I was in jail, they made sure that I didn't sleep to lie about who I am. And I discussed the how in the video that I'm working on, like how sleeping ties in to gang stalking, because I know a lot of targeted individuals and things like that, they have issues with sleeping, but I can't entertain it. I'm going to tell you why it's being done to me, and maybe you'll find something in it for you that makes sense. Absence of sleep and parallel reality. They were attacking, cursing, and spelling the whole time about Christmas. No different than they're doing this year. These Satanists are serious about their holy day. That's what their holidays are. It's their holy day. Satanists. The little cherubim with a motherfucking fork. Valentine's Day, Halloween, all that stuff. These are all pagan holidays. But this one particularly bothers me because of the mockery of my bloodline, and the more that you see that in my content, like the evolution and everything. But look. Let me try to stay on track with this because it's supposed to be a quick video. So I just want to say to you that all of you should know by now. It's kind of like the Santa Claus lie with kids, like that Jesus is not real, therefore Jesus is a lie. He's not real, and much to entertain the Jesus discussion. Which I want to say. What I want to say to those of you that don't know or believe is when you factor in eugenics, it's basic. Eugenics shuts down all the arguments and all the timelines or eras of Satan's evolution. Fact is the majority. Fact is that the majority are leading in all the. Fact is that the majority is. Hold on. Fact is that the majority, I hope I'm not being too loud, is escaping congenital inheritance. Okay? With biotechnology, that's the matrix. The matrix is real. The genetic allocation is real. Supercomputers, it's all fucking real. The world is a reflection of the most genetically flawed, leading in all categories and evolving with internet generation. So right now we're in the era of 5G. That's why robots that can't hold a motherfucker, ain't been able to hold a beat not once their entire life, ain't took nothing, or dancing their asses off. That's what TikTok is about. Their time is winding down before the wave, okay? But it's not just the genetically recessive, it's the claimed genetically dominant as well. Both makes and models depend on the same application of traits that they cannot produce naturally. So, look, as crazy as this seems, and you've watched my journey, really you haven't. Ain't nobody watched shit. And that's why I be looking at y'all when y'all run y'all motherfucking mouths like, bitch, you don't know, I handle you. I handle you the worst, like, in every way. Don't play with me on the motherfucking internet because I'll try to see you in person. I will show up. So, and it's crazy to see you watch the journey or the evolution of my videos and what's been done to me. You see, as a result of research, I discuss the how that's associated with these things. So there's claims, and then I talk about the how, you know, and then you see that there's no prediction, but there's transparency of the type of dialogue that the government has with me. So that means I'm open about what they say to me, and a lot of the cursing and spelling stuff, I put that in digital journals because they use names, and I can't always put that information out there to be viewed right away. But like I said, it's not prediction, and it's definitely some foretelling. You see how these things were mentioned then, and then they actually manifest now. So because my material is data material, you get to see what's been done to my appearance. That's evidential. Same thing. So whether it's allegory or my appearance, you know, you see all these things, and it's dated. I've been talking about these things since 2018, 2019. For example, I just mentioned parallel reality. I've been talking about that since 2019. It's getting quiet. So, but this is just a quick video to say that I hope your day is fucked up. I hope it's fucking horrible. And technically, y'all should have been dead last year. Coronavirus, the pandemic that the government faked, was supposed to plague the entire fucking planet and kill y'all hateful asses off. The only reason you still exist is because you're part of an agent's timeline, and they're not done using you. And as soon as they are, they're going to put that shit right in your system. It ain't got nothing to do with a mask, vaccines, or catching a cold. It has nothing to do with none of that. I originally made this video on the 16th, I had to do it over because I left out so many details as a result of remote neural monitoring. But that's it. I just want to say I hope your day is fucked up.